This is a flow for leg technique and dynamic power with the legs. So you start putting a kind of medium resistance TheraBand over the ball of the foot and covering the toes, and pulling and straightening the knee, just pulling the kneecap up into the thigh and pressing the back of the knee towards the floor as much as you can. It doesn't need to be rock solid, but we just want to find that light engagement through the knee. From here, we're pressing through the ankle. As you do that, notice if the knee wants to bend, and if it is, just back off a little, but just maintain that knee engagement. 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to hold that ankle flexion and just point through the toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the other side. Engaging through the knee, pulling tension on the TheraBand and pressing just through the ankle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Remembering to sit up straight. 8, 9, 10. And pressing through the toes. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now engaging through the knee, just separating the legs a little bit. Hands on either side of that leg, and we're just going to do 10 lifts here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If this is hard for you, you can sit back a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs together. To make it harder, you'll reach further down, or if you need to be up here, that's okay too. Engaging through the knees, pointing through the ankles. 10. And then finding a small straddle, hands in between. Remember to breathe. Nice. Whew. Strong on the thighs. And then coming into a wider straddle. We're going to hold on 10 and just do some little circles outwards. Oh, that is horrible. Sorry about that. Find your straddle and keeping the knees pressed down into the floor, engaged through the ankles, arms overhead. Keep the shoulders in a straight line with the torso as much as you can. Be careful of the knees. When you reach your end range of motion here, that's when they want to relax. This is when you really have to be focused to keep them engaged. When we're in the air, we're going through all of this end range of motion dynamically. And this is a really good place to practice having straight knees and engaged long legs so that we can apply that to the air. To finish, we're going to do some dynamic kicks. You can do this with ankle weights if you want to make it a little bit harder. These are 1 kilogram ankle weights. We'll start just here with one knee bent and one knee straight. As you pike up here, this is the moment where you want to try and hollow your belly into the floor to create more space for the hip flexion. Again, be careful to keep your knees really straight right at the end there. That's when they want to bend. And on 10, we'll do 10 pulses. And other leg. Make sure your hamstrings are warmed up before you do this. And as much as feels comfortable for your hamstring, try and find a little dynamic power at the top of that kick. And then facing the side, I'm going to turn the knee to the ceiling, externally rotating through the hip and aiming to kick the leg behind the shoulder. And pulse, keeping your knee straight. His ankle weights are a little loose. I don't know what size calves these fit. Other side. And pulse. So we're going to lie on our backs. In middle split, just taking some small little pulses to warm this up. And then we cross once, twice, and down. Once, twice, down. And pulse. Resting on something about the height of your hips. Point your foot behind you. I'm going to kick here. Really trying to open up the hamstring of the standing leg at the top. Almost like I'm sending my hips back a little bit. And pulse. If you have tight hip flexors, your knee really wants to bend at the top there. So really focus on keeping that knee engaged.